mynews.studio.
Picture this. Up in the mountains of Puerto Rico, there's a fire station whose solar panels kept the lights on, even as the rest of the island went dark. How did one small town manage that?
Today is October 19th, 2025. Let's take a closer look at Adjuntas, Puerto Rico, where a locally managed solar microgrid is changing how people get through power outages. Where should we begin?
Let's start with the basics. Adjuntas runs 5 separate microgrids now, with a total of 228 kilowatts of solar power and batteries. These provide electricity for homes and 15 businesses. The whole system is managed by a nonprofit called Casa, made up of the business owners themselves.
So this is more than just a few rooftop panels, right? It's a coordinated system for the whole town?
Exactly. What stands out is the combination of scale and structure. A local group, Casa Pueblo, led the effort, with support from groups like the Honnold Foundation and Oak Ridge National Lab. They found the funding, but the real shift is in community ownership. Businesses contribute. Electricity is sold at about 10 cents less per kilowatt hour than the utility, and profits are used to expand solar for the people who need it most.
Was this mostly about saving money, or was there something else that pushed them to take this on?
There's a larger story. After Hurricane Maria in 2017, Adjuntas lost power for up to 11 months. People had to rely on diesel generators. One business owner, his name's Irizarry, spent $15,000 just on fuel in 6 months. That couldn't last. Then, when Hurricane Fiona hit in 2022, it was the solar-powered fire station that kept running, even helping nearby towns. So, necessity drove the change. They needed reliable power during emergencies.
But setting up a microgrid isn't easy, especially during COVID. How did they get past the obstacles?
There was a lot of skepticism. It's not simple to coordinate a community-owned utility. Then you add pandemic supply chain delays. That made it even tougher. But Casa Pueblo kept at it. They talked with neighbors, shared early successes, and showed real examples of the benefits. For instance, there's a family who could keep their daughter's dialysis going during a blackout, thanks to solar.
That's powerful. But does this help everyone in town, or mainly the businesses?
Great point. The way ACA is set up, any surplus revenue goes back into the community. Their mission is to keep expanding solar, especially for the most vulnerable, so the benefits are spreading. Businesses stay open, but so do clinics, homes where people depend on medical equipment, and local spots where anyone can charge devices or get help.
Are other places trying to follow this example?
Yes. Adjuntas is now a place where researchers and other towns come to learn firsthand. The Department of Energy is keeping a close eye on it, seeing these microgrids as key to building stronger, cleaner grids across the country. What Adjuntas proves is you don't have to wait for the big utilities. Communities can organize and run their own energy systems.
What's daily life like now for people in Adjuntas? Has it really changed?
The difference is clear. Businesses can stay open even if the main grid fails. People pay less for electricity. There's less anxiety when storms are coming. And maybe most important, people feel they have a say. They're not just customers anymore.
Why does this matter beyond Puerto Rico? Is it mostly a local success, or is there a bigger lesson?
It's much broader. As climate risks increase, millions in islands and remote places face unreliable power. Adjuntas shows that communities can build their own renewable systems and that this approach can grow. Combining solar, batteries, local decision-making, and support for critical needs, those are lessons that apply anywhere facing energy challenges.
So in the end, it comes down to local ownership, practical technology, and reinvesting in the community. Is that what makes it work?
Exactly. It's not only about the technology, it's about who's in charge and what they care about. That's what makes Adjuntas stand out.
If you had to pick one lesson for other vulnerable regions, what would it be?
Communities can take control of their energy, build resilience, and support one another, without waiting for someone else to solve the problem.
That's something to remember. Thanks for walking us through it.
And thanks to everyone listening. From a fire station powering through hurricanes to a town inspiring others, Adjuntas shows what's possible when people lead together.
Thanks for tuning in. This episode was brought to you by mynews.studio. Give it a try today.